What's up, everybody? We got break number 589 BD. It's a case of Court Kings basketball 2024-25. That's right, Court Kings in the house. 16 boxes in the break. Let's get to it. All right, 8 and 8 is 16. 16 boxes. Good luck, everybody. Box number 1. Here we go. We got Paulo, Chet. Our auto is Shaedon Sharpe. On the Master Strokes, Shaedon Sharpe. Third-year player for the Portland Trail Blazers. That one is 4 out of 25. 4 out of 25 on the auto. Shaedon Sharpe. That is Terrence Shannon on the level rookies 1. Bobby Clintman. There's Dalton Connect on the level 2. Chet Holmgren. That is red to 149. Chet on the red to 149. That one will be 12 out of 149. 12 out of 149. Victor Wembanyama on the watercolors. This one is not numbered. Work in progress, that is Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect on the work in progress. And our first patch of the break. First patch of the break goes to the Toronto Raptors on the Artistic Endeavor. And that is Mr. Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes on the patch. All right, box number 2. Box number 2. All right, we got Jaylen Brown and Franz Wagner on the rookie on the bases. We have our auto, it looks like a brush strokes, actually, of G.G. Jackson, second-year player for the Memphis Grizzlies. We got G.G. Jackson, the second on the auto. This is a brush strokes auto. That is 7 out of 35. 7 out of 35 on the brush strokes auto. Isaiah Collier on the rookies 1. Alexander Sarr, rookie 1. Rookies 2 of Nikola Topic. We got LaMelo Ball to 75 on the orange. Melo to 75. Self-expressions of Giannis. Giannis on the self-expressions. This one's not numbered. Terrence Shannon on the work in progress. This one is numbered. That is 10 out of 25. 10 out of 25 on the work in progress. And our patch. That one is Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers on the Art Nouveau. And this one is numbered 11 out of 25 on the Art Nouveau patch for the Clippers. Box number 3. All right, box number 3 got Cam Thomas and Ty Halliburton. Our next auto, that's the Miami Heats. That is Pele Larson. Pele Larson on the fresh paint. That one is 92 out of 125. 92 of 125. Tristan Da Silva on the Rookies 1. That is Jalen Tyson, Rookies 1. We have a Rookies 3 of Bronny James. Bronny James on the Rookie 3. We got Steph Curry on the red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue of Steph Curry. That is a watercolors of Bronny James. Watercolors. Here's a nice one for the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls, here we go. We got Matas Buzelis on the first steps. That is a red first steps. That is 17 out of 149. Matas Buzelis. And our patch. It's going to New Orleans. It is a debut showcase patch. 2-color debut showcase patch of Ives Missy. Ives Missy. Nice. Nice to get 2 colors and not be numbered. Wow, that is really nice, actually. Sick patch. Nice hit for New Orleans there. All right, box number 4. Box number 4. We got Cam Johnson and D-Book. Our next auto is Steve Francis. Steve Francis for the Master Strokes for the Rockets. That one is 46 out of 75. 46 of 75 on the Steve Francis. Stephon Castle for the Spurs, Rookie 1. Bub Carrington, Washington. That's Devin Carter for the Kings on the Rookies 2. We got DeJounte Murray, red to 149. DeJounte Murray. That is 90 out of 149. 90 of 149. Watercolors of Dwayne Wade. Watercolors Dwayne Wade. This one is not numbered. We got Ron Holland as a work in progress. Mr. Ron Holland, that goes for Detroit and is not numbered. And our next patch. Next patch goes to the Orlando Magic and Tristan Da Silva on the sick 4-color patch. Sick 4-color patch, Tristan Da Silva, rookie swatches. That is for the Orlando Magic. Box number 5. Box number 5. I hope so, Chief Ingram. DiVincenzo. Our next auto is a heir apparent, and that is Jackie Cooey. Jackie Cooey for Brooklyn. And that one is 1 out of 125. First off the press. Nothing I can think of yet. Baylor Shireman, rookies 1. Antonio Reeves. We got a rookies 3 of Cody Williams. Cody Williams on the rookies 3 for Utah. Nothing yet, Coy. Got Karl Anthony Towns. That one's for the Knicks. That is going for, that is to 75. 60 out of 75 for the Knicks on the orange. For Minnesota, we got the Ant-Man Self-Expression. This one is not numbered. On the watercolors, we got Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade watercolors, 47 out of 49. 47 out of 49. And our patch is a good one. It's a 4-color patch for Zachary, 3-color patch for Zachary Richashere. Number 1 pick in the draft for the Atlanta Hawks. Very nice patch for the Hawks. Thanks, Coy. I appreciate that, bud. I really do. We like to hear that. Hornets checklist, no bueno. The Hornets have a couple of nice players. They have what? Terrence Shannon, I think, right? They have Melo in here. Oh, Salon, that's right. They have Salon, and they have, I know Melo's in here. And I pulled a Muggsy Bogues auto out of this. About 2 weeks ago. So, yeah. I mean, I know Charlotte's not big, but they're not bad. What's up, Durfall? What's sick? Is that Zachary Richard patch? Have you got Atlanta, buddy? We got our case hit. Looks like paint by numbers. Looks like paint by numbers. Here we go. Kyrie Irving, Jaden Ivey. Our next auto is a nice one. There is Bobby Klintman for Detroit. Oh, the Stefan Castle. That's Castle. Bobby Klintman, Detroit. That one is numbered 74 out of 99. 74 of 99. We got Clegane, Rob Dillingham, rookies 2 of Antonio Reeves. We got Pasquale Siakam, that is on the red to 149. 104 out of 149. Antonio Reeves on the work in progress. That one is not numbered. Our patch is sick. Our patch is sick. 20 out of 49. Sixers. Be happy. Jared McCain. Wow, look at that. That is nice. That looks like the center of the O in his number 20. Dude, that is sick. I know it's not from any game, specific game or anything, but it is a jersey match. That's why I have you here, Coy. 20 out of 49 on the jersey match. Nice hit for Philadelphia. And now our paint by numbers case hit. Somebody said it was Stefan Castle. Let's see what we got here. Nope. How about for the Phoenix Suns? Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, paint by numbers, case hit. You got baited by the gray. Nice hit for Phoenix. Nice hit for the Suns. Blah, you got the Suns? Box number 7. You got outbid on the T-Wolves. Yeah, that's a nice hit. Kevin Durant, definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires. All right. Okay, got it, Blah. Thank you. Mikal Bridges, Jalen Green. Our next auto is a redemption. It's a redemption auto. There's my sweat card, this nice big fat yellow thing. Sit that right there, everybody's view. Okay? Alright, Jared McCain. On the rookie, we'll put it there. Rookies 1. Kel'el Ware. Donovan Clegane. Red, white, and blue of Sengun. Red, white, and blue Sengun. I'm not sure if he's going to continue to play. I am not sure if he's going to continue to play. 2024 Court Kings checklist. 2024 Court Kings checklist. There's my checklist. I always forget to pull up the checklist, guys, because sometimes I can't remember who's on what teams, especially with these rookies. All right, got it. I'm ready. Let's get to it when we get to it. All right, Shaquille O'Neal on the watercolors. That's a nice Alexander Sarr on the self-expression. Self-expression Sarr. That is 67 of 99. And our patch goes to the Lakers. Lake Show. 18 out of 25. This is our third numbered patch, and look at that patch. Dude, that is sick. You know exactly where that is on the 4, right there. Right on the 4, that little slice down. That is a sick patch. To 25 for the Lakers. Dalton Connect, your cover boy. This is the most numbered patches I've gotten out of a case, and I'm only 7 boxes in. All right, here is our redemption. Good luck, everybody. Heir apparent. Heir apparent. Card number 20. Heir apparent, card number 20. Ulrich Chomchi. That is the Toronto Raptors. Ulrich Chomchi for the Raptors on the redemption. Toronto on the redemption. This is an heir apparent, not numbered. Or is it? Yes, it's to 125. That's to 125. Koi, we have 3 breaking locations. Our breaks and takes main channel is in LA. Our B&T University is out of Chicago. And this channel, Breaks and Takes 2, and myself, I'm out of Phoenix. No, I'm not a Diamondbacks fan. I just moved to Phoenix a little under 2 years ago. I am a Yankees fan, die hard, ever since I was a kid. I lived in Las Vegas for the last 27 years until I moved here. But yeah, I'm a big Yankees fan. I grew up in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. You're from New York and a Yankee fan? Nice, brother. Love it. I got beat up a lot as a kid because I'm a Yankees fan living in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Quickly, Bogdanovich. Our heir apparent autograph goes to Oso Ighodaro for the Phoenix Suns. Oso Ighodaro. That one is 71 of 75. Terrence Shannon Jr. on the rookies 1. Bobby Klintman. Isaiah Collier. Ja Morant on the orange to 75. Orange to 75, that is 53 out of 75. 53 of 75 on the Ja Morant. Watercolor of Paulo. Watercolor of Paulo. That is a red Rob Dillingham self-expression. That's to 125, 149. And guess what, guys? That's a bookend. 149 out of 149 on the Rob Dillingham eBay 1 of 1. And our patch. Nice one for the Washington Wizards. Alexander Sarr 3-color debut showcase patch. Very nice. Very nice hit. That's our first half of the case. Second half coming right up. It wasn't a bad first half. 3 numbered patches. Some nice autos. Really nice case hit. Paint by numbers. Here we go. Second half of the case. Sliding in. I got arms like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, guys. Short and sweet. All right, here we go. Second half, Detroit, he says. Thought I did pretty good for Detroit in the first half. Got you a Bobby Clinton auto, but let's get you a Ron Holland autograph to go with it. All right, here we go. R.J. Barrett, Giannis. That is Dyson Daniels for Atlanta on the heir apparent. Dyson Daniels, that's 38 out of 99. 38 of 99. Cade auto, okay. Cody Williams, Tyler Kolek. There's a rookies 3 of Baylor Shireman. Baylor Shireman, rookies 3. We got a pink Halliburton. We got a pink Halibut. Just for the Halliburton. There it is, 93 of 99. 93 of 99 on the pink Hallie. On the first steps, that is Rob Dillingham. Rob Dillingham on the first steps. This one is not numbered. On the self-expression, that is Rob Dillingham also. It's been a Rob Dillingham case. That one is 18 out of 49. We've had a few numbered Rob Dillinghams already. And our next patch goes to the Boston Celtics. To the Celtics, Jaylen Brown on the Art Nouveau patch. Jaylen Brown, not numbered. You know what? I don't know. I'd have to look at my breaks over the next week or so here. I didn't see any more, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. Hey, Blah, if you're still there, can you check and see if I got any more Origin breaks coming up, please? I'll see if Blah is still here. He can check and see what my next breaks are. All right, this is box number, what, 10? Whew. 10 already. Here we go. I don't remember seeing any, so I'll be completely honest. All right, Desmond Bain, Shaden Sharp. That is Matas Buzelis on the Impressionists Inc. Impressionist Inc. Matas Buzelis for the Bulls. That is 18 out of 49. Nice hit for Chicago. Rookies, Ron Holland, Reed Shepard. On the rookie 4, we got our rookie 4. It is Antonio Reeves. Antonio Reeves for New Orleans. Domantas Sabonis on the 149. 115 out of 149 for Sacramento. We got Bronny James on the watercolors. This watercolors is not numbered. Work in progress of Baylor Shireman. Baylor Shireman on the work in progress for the Celtics. This one is also not numbered. And our patch goes to the Utah Jazz. That is a nice two-color artistic endeavor patch of Cody Williams. Yeah, no origins is listed, Coy. No origins are listed right now, but thank you, Blah. I do have Prism Basketball 2 times. The one for tonight is being delayed until tomorrow. It's been postponed. And then there's one on Thursday, and that is our Prism Basketball break. And then tonight at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, we have Bowman Chrome U. Bowman Chrome U basketball ready to rock. No, that's not tonight. That is Thursday. Thursday night is Bowman Chrome U. Tonight is Leaf. Leaf Futures. Multi-sport. All right, Jalen Brunson, Keldon Johnson. We got some fresh paint here. Fresh paint of Jared McCain auto. Fresh paint for Philly. That is 72 out of 75. Nice hit for the Phillies. The Philadelphia 76ers. Nice hit, guys. Rookies 1 of Dalton Connect. Tyler Smith. Matas Buzelis on the rookies 2. DeJounte Murray red to 149. I love Jason Dominguez. 116 out of 149. I think he's got so much potential. Reed Shepard on the work in progress. The one who's impressing me right now is Ben Rice. Ben Rice is just blowing me away. Yeah, you know what though? He's still young. This is his first chance. That is John Morant on the unreal. This is unreal. Sorry, YouTube. We're on a slight delay. for eBay to come back up. Sorry guys, there's nothing I can do. eBay has been having issues all day long. Took about 3 minutes last time. It looks like it's about to come back up. Give it a second. It's starting to find... Here we go. It should be starting to come back up for you guys. There we go. Yeah, and we're back. Feel we had that short commercial break, and now we're back. Sorry guys, eBay is having some big issues with billing, with everything today, so I apologize on eBay's behalf. As you see, the Celtics card was still sitting here on the table. So here we go. We were on a Baylor Shireman patch for the Celtics, 2-color patch, not numbered on the Baylor Shireman. Right. That was box number 11. We got 5 boxes to go. Thank you for your patience, guys. I appreciate it. Blah, don't go there. Because your Cleveland Guardians sure are pretty crappy this year. So let's not even go there. What do they got? 3 wins and 9 losses? All right, box number 12. Sounds like the Braves too, yeah. Jamal Murray, Kevin Durant. Our next auto is in brushstrokes of Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect on the brushstrokes for the Lakers. Nice hit for the Lakers. That's 43 out of 49. 4 and 6. You must have won today, huh? Watch your language. This is a family-friendly show. No saying jerk in my show. All right, a Dembona, Baylor Shireman, Ron Holland on the rookies 2. Wemby on the red, white, and blue. Wemby on the red, white, and blue. Won by a walk-off. A walk-off walk. Okay. Wemby on the red, white, and blue, not numbered. Stefan Castle on the work in progress. That also is not numbered. How about our about to be MVP for the league, SGA? And that is a self-expression, also not numbered. Sounds like the Marlins too. And our patch goes to the Utah Jazz. Isaiah Collier. Isaiah Collier on the 2-color patch. A walk-off walk. That's sad. Nice. Nice. All right, final 4. Box number 13. Box number 13. Oh, that's right. I said Dalton Connect was the cover boy. It's actually SGA. Dalton Connect's the cover boy for Origins. Dalton Connect is the cover boy for Origins. There we go. We got Melo. Austin Reeves. Brushstrokes of Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek on the brushstrokes. That is for the Knicks. That one is 19 of 35. 19 of 35 for the New York Knickerbockers. Tristan Da Silva, Jalen Tyson, rookies 3 of Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect on the rookies 3. Josh Giddey on the red, white, and blue for the Chicago Bulls. Giddey. That's self-expression of Steph Curry. This one's not numbered. How about Tajane Salon for Charlotte on the watercolors? That one is 70 out of 149. Salon on the watercolors for Charlotte. Oh, and a nice patch. This one goes to the New Orleans Pelicans, and it's an artistic endeavor of Zion. Zion on the artistic endeavor, not numbered. All right, when we recap later on after these last 3 boxes, because we're on box 14 right now, I will not recap rookies 1 and 2. I will recap any 3, 4, and 0s. And then, of course, all numbered cards, autos, and patches. James Harden, Anthony Davis. That is a masterpiece, masterstrokes of Pacome Dadit. Pacome Dadit for the Knicks. Another auto for the Knickerbockers. This one is red, 31 out of 75. 31 of 75. Isaiah Collier. Alexander Sarp. There's Kyle Flipowski on the rookies 2. We got a Cade Cunningham red. Somebody asked for Cade earlier. Cade Cunningham red. That one is 9 out of 149. 9 of 149. Right behind that is a Ron Holland work in progress. Not numbered. Another Nick. We got self-expression of Jalen Brunson. I think he just came back the other night from injury, did he not? Dot the I. Okay. Jalen Brunson, that one's not numbered. And our patch goes to Portland. Donovan Clingan. Clingan. Dadier. He must be French. Got it. I'll forget it by the next time we do a break, but you know, I appreciate that. I have such a hard time with some of these foreign names. Like that Jonas V. Valika something. Jonas V. I just call him Jonas. He's one of the Jonas brothers to me. I did. I watched a lot of Game of Thrones. Blah says nobody, and he means nobody, says names like the B&T Big Dog. Oh, absolutely. All right, we got Cade again. G.G. Jackson. Our fresh paint. Looks like it's got to be Baylor Shireman with the green. It is Baylor Shireman for the Celtics. That is 51 of 125. 51 of 125. Stephon Castle, Bub Carrington, Bobby Clintman. We got a pink Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes pink, 10.99. That is 79 of 99. Luka on the watercolors. This one is not numbered. God, that picture is a really bad picture of Luka. It makes him look fat. That is a really bad picture. And then we have a KD watercolor right behind it. That's to 149. Oh, wow. 68 out of 149. And our patch going to the Orlando Magic. Paolo Banchero. Or as I like to call him, Paulo. And this is an Art Nouveau, not numbered. Again, another last name. I've just never... I feel like I screw it up every once in a while. So we'll just call him Paulo. Oh, man. UPS must be here. They're delivering my last break of the night. Sounds like a UPS truck outside. Good thing my wife's here. She better get it. If she don't get it, I'm going to be pissed. All right, last box of the break. Here we go. Last box. All right, here we go. Last box. Russell Westbrook. Sabonis. We got a brushstrokes of Meta World Peace. Wow. I was not expecting to see Ron Artest in this. Meta World Peace, 28 out of 35. Ron Holland on the rookies, 1. Reed Shepherd. Johnny Furphy on the rookies, 2. Indiana. Got a nice blue here of Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine on the blue, 13 out of 25. 13 out of 25. Reed Shepherd on the work in progress. We got Matas Buzelis on the red. Matas Buzelis on the red. That is 111 out of 149. Work in progress. And our last patch right here. Our last patch of the break goes to the New York Knickerbockers. That is Karl Anthony Towns, the Catman. That one is not numbered on the Artistic Endeavor. All right, here we go. Recap time. Recap. Our rookies 3 and rookies 4. We got Dalton Connect, Baylor Shireman, Cody Williams, and Bronny James on the 3. On the 1-4 we got was Antonio Reeves for the New Orleans Pelicans. To 149, we got Buzelis, Durant, Cunningham, Salon, DeJounte Murray, Sabonis, Dillingham, Siakam, Murray. We have a Matas Buzelis on the first steps, and Chet. To 99, we got Scotty Barnes, Ty Halliburton, and Alexander Sarr. On the orange to 75, John Morant, Karl Anthony Towns, LaMelo Ball. To 49, Rob Dillingham, Dwayne Wade on the watercolors. To 25, blue, Zach LaVine, and Terrence Shannon Jr. on the work in progress. Our patches. Artistic Endeavors. We have the Catman, Art Nouveau Apollo, Donovan Clegane on the rookie swatches. Artistic Endeavor of Zion, Isaiah Collier on the swatch. Baylor Shireman swatch. Artistic Endeavor, that is Cody Williams. Art Nouveau, Jaylen Brown. We got Alexander Sarr on the debut showcase. Zachary Richachier on the debut showcase. Rookie swatch of Tristan Da Silva. Showcase of, that is Ives Missy. I knew who it was, I just had to think for a second. And on the Artistic Endeavor, Scotty Barnes. Our numbered patches, Jared McCain. Jared McCain, That is for Philadelphia, 20 out of 49. We have Kawhi Leonard. That is an Art Nouveau patch. That is 11 out of 25. And Dalton Connect. And that is a rookie swatch, 18 out of 25. Our autos. My pleasure, Coy. Baylor Shireman on the fresh paint. We have heir apparent of Ulrich Chomchi. We got Jackie Cooey on the heir apparent. And fresh paint of Pele Larson. We got brushstrokes of Dyson Daniels. And that is Bobby Klintman on the fresh paint to 99. To 75. Pacome Dadit. We got Jared McClain on the fresh paint. Heir apparent of Oso Iguodaro and Steve Francis on the master strokes. These are to 49? Yep, 49. Brushstrokes Dalton Connect. Matas Buzelis on the Impressionist ink. Brushstrokes to 35. Meta World Peace. Tyler Kolick and G.G. Jackson. Our one auto that was to 25, Shaedon Sharpe for the Portland Trailblazers. And we had a Fresh Steps not numbered of Rob Dillingham. And our case hit was paint by numbers of Kevin Durant. There we go. There's your break, my friends. I appreciate you all for being here. Hope you had a good time. Hope to see you next time. Have a great night, guys. Peace.